So I change it up. We put some rap on, for chapter 7. So I don't like that. The infamous Me Diaz in the Punchline Academy is currently playing. So right now, chapter 7. You're locked in here with me. A prison, Ely exclaimed, her voice echoing in the cavernous space. Indeed, we found ourselves in a dilapidated prison, its cells rusted and decaying, its corridors lined with barbed wire and decaying guard towers. The air was thick with the stench of stale sweat and fear, the silence punctured by the distant clang of metal and the ghostly whispers of forgotten inmates. This place is even creepier than the hospital, Ellie whispered, her hand instinctively reaching for mine. Stay close, I said, squeezing her hand reassuringly, and keep your eyes peeled. We navigated the labyrinth corridors, encountering a series of puzzles and challenges. One cell door was locked with a combination lock, the code hidden within a series of inmate records scattered throughout the prison. Another required us to decipher a cryptic message etched into the wall, its solutions leading to a hidden key. Along the way, we battled grotesque creatures that resembled monstrous wardens and deformed inmates, their twisted forms a testament to the prison's dark history. Each encounter was a struggle, a test of our own strength and resilience. These things are relentless, Ellie gasped, catching her breath after a particularly brutal encounter. They feed on fear and despair, I explained. We can't let them win. We pressed on our determination, fueled by our shared purpose and the bond that had formed between us. We explored every cell, solved every puzzle, and faced every challenge with unwavering courage. Finally, we reached the lowest point of the prison, a vast, echoing cafeteria. The center of the room was dominated by a gasping chasm, a seemingly bottomless pit that radiated an era of despair, and there, standing at the edge of the abyss, was Pyramid Head. He's waiting for us, Ellie said, her voice a mix of fear and determination. That is it, I replied, gripping my weapons tightly. The final showdown. Pyramid Head charged his spear and butchered knife, flashing into the dim light. The sounds of because his spear was butchering towards us. We fought with everything we had, our motivations fluid and synchronized, our attacks fueled by our shared desperation. The battle raged, the air thick with the clash of metal and the stench of blood. But in the end, we prevailed with a final desperate blow. Ali's crowbar connected with Pyramid Head's helmet, sending him tumbling into the bottomless pit. A wave of relief washed over us as his monstrous form disappeared into the darkness. As Pyramid Head's presence vanished, a bright light flooded into the prison, banishing the shadows and revealing the true nature of the Silent Hill Historical Society. The once grim and oppressive space was now bathed in a warm, inviting glow. We made our way back to the surface. The prison's darkness resurfaced, replaced by a sense of peace and accomplishment was our feelings. As we stepped into the light, the stars twinkled overhead, a reminder of the world beyond Silent Hill's twisted reality. One location remained, the Lakeview Hotel, the final challenge. Emerging from the depths of the Historical Society, we were greeted by the sight of Heather waiting patiently under the now clear night sky. A wave of relief washed over me, knowing that despite the horrors we faced, we weren't alone in this fight. You're back, she said, her voice a mix of release and admiration. And the Historical Society is cleansed. Yeah, I replied, exhaustion tugging at my limbs. It seems Pyramid Head has a thing for basements. Ellie chuckled, a tired but genuine sound. He certainly knows how to make an entrance. Heather smiled. A rare sight in this desolate town. You two are quite the same team. I knew you could do it. Thanks to you, Ellie said, her voice sincere. We couldn't have done it without your help. Heather nodded, her gaze shifting towards the east. One location remains, she said, pointing towards the distant shoreline. The Lakeview Hotel. It sits on a small island, accessible only by boat. She marked a location on her map, labeled Silent Hill Docks. You'll find a rowboat there, she explained. It's the only way to reach the hotel. Thank you, Heather, I said, gratitude filling my voice for everything. Be careful, she warned, her eyes filled with concern. The Lakeview Hotel is the heart of Silent Hill's darkness. It's where all began. With a final nod, she vanished into the shadows, leaving us to face the final leg of our journey. The walk to the Silent Hill docks was a burr of exhaustion and determination. Dawn broke as we reached the desolate shoreline, casting a pale light over the choppy waters. The docks were a decaying testament to the town's forgotten past, the wooden planks creaking ominously under our weight. A lone rowboat bobbed gently in the water, its paint paling, its oars worn. We climbed aboard, the exhaustion gnawing at our bones, but we knew we couldn't stop now. The fate of Silent Hill, and perhaps our own, rested on our ability to conquer the darkness that awaited us at the Lakeview Hotel. With a deep breath, I gripped the oars and began to row. Ellie's steady presence beside me, a source of strength and comfort. The islands loomed in the distance, its silhouette a dark stain against the brightening sky. The final battle was upon us. The gentle rocking of the rowboat and the rhythmic splash of oars against the water created an almost meditative rhythm. As we journeyed through the Lakeview Hotel, the island shroud its mist gradually revealed itself as we drew closer. A solitary lighthouse stood sentinel at the edge of the island, its beam cutting through the fog and guiding us towards our destination. It's like something out of a horror movie, Ellie murmured, her gaze fixed on the looming silhouette on the hotel. It's the heart of Silent Hill, I replied. This is where my darkness is strongest. We followed the path of light, emanating from the lighthouse, our small boat cutting through the still water. 5 minutes later, with my arms arching from the exertion, we reached a rickety wooden dock. As we stepped onto the island, a sense of foreboding washed over us.